Hello, and welcome to our walkthrough of athlete onboarding. When you're being invited to a program to join One Iota as an athlete, you'll receive an email very similar to this, where you're going to see an email is sent to you, sent by likely your coach, as well as a message from your coach, and then a button here to create your account. If you click on that button, you'll be redirected to a browser, which is going to open up this invite page where you're going to know what program you're joining and who invited you. From here, you'll have the option to sign in if you have an existing One Iota account, or you can register a new account. In our case, we're going to register a new account, and we can simply enter the email that we were invited with. So I'll enter that in. And then a password that we can keep safe. And then we can click to create our account. Once we've done that, we'll be entered automatically into the onboarding steps. And so here there's a series of 4 steps we can go through, and we'll walk through them one by one. Step number 1 is we get to define our account information. So we can enter our name, and then define a profile picture if we so choose, where we can choose from our available photos on our computer, as well as select a time zone, which should be automatically selected for you. But if you want to customize it to a different one, you can select from the options within the dropdown. Once you're happy with that, you can save and move on to the next step, which is email verification. Simply click the verify email button directly on the page, and then visit your email to get the verification link. Sometimes this will end up in your junk folder. If it is, just make sure you check there. And then simply click on that link, which I'm going to do now, and we'll see that I'll be redirected to a new page here, which is going to indicate that the verification was successful. From here, we can click on Home to get back to onboarding, or we can simply close this new tab and indicate to this onboarding page that we want to check our status. And we can see that our email has now been verified. The next step for athletes is to define your baseline and goals. Your baseline and goals is a great way for you to measure where you're currently at and what your target is, as well as enable relevant comparisons for yourself during analysis. In here, we can define our gender and our year of birth, and then we can define what we want to compare our goals to. Sometimes you have handicap-based goals or sometimes scoring average. So here I'll enter my scoring average, and then what I'm aiming to get to, let's call it 71. And then you can select what I'm striving to get to. I want to be on the PGA or LPGA tour. Once I'm happy with the baseline and goals that I've set, I can save those results, and I can see that I've completed that step. The last step in onboarding is an optional one, but recommended, and that's to go through a series of onboarding videos walking through the various functionality of the platform. So here we can simply click through each of the titles and watch each of the videos as we're happy. Once we're complete with that, we can mark the step as complete and then finish and be redirected to our dashboard to continue using One Iota. Hope this helps.